Hey collective, it's good to see you. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Heather. This is Sacred Flame Healing, and if you're new here, we do intuitive energy readings, guided meditations, sound baths, and more. We hang out, we have fun, okay? So, welcome in. Let's get into it. So, what does the collective need to know most at this time? I've got some notes that I want to share with you guys, but I also felt called to pull some cards, so I'm just gonna see how it all unfolds. We'll just find out. Alright, so what does the collective need to know most at this time? What is the collective energy right now? Beneficial messages for the collective, please. Beneficial messages. What is the collective energy? What do they need to know? I'm gonna get a few more cards to get a clear picture. Alright, 3 more cards for now, please. Flew out. I don't know if you saw that. Okay. Let's get 2 more, actually. 2 more. 2 more. Okay, 1 more. Oh, 3 fell out. I'm gonna put those back. Just 1, please. Just 1. Just 1. Let it flip. Just 1. 1 more card for the collective, please. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, the Page of Cups, the 3 of Swords, Judgment, 4 of Swords, and 2 of Pentacles. So it's really interesting. So I feel like I'm getting a pretty clear picture. So it's kind of interesting, the 5 of Pentacles and the 3 of Swords. They're on top and on bottom of each other. So you can see here, the light was glaring. So there's like 2 different energies here, because one of them is like, you know, again, the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, it's like heartbroken energy. That's kind of like energy of your past, maybe trauma, maybe pain, doubts, fears, heartbreak, maybe grief. But then there's also this energy of, okay, wait, I'm getting a clear picture. Okay, wait. So you're moving out of this grief, this heartbreak, this challenging, traumatic energy. It's going to be slightly different for everybody, so take it how it resonates for you, okay? Out of this 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords energy. And I feel like we got the Judgment card. Make that focus. So the Judgment card, this is like the divine coming in. It's divine intervention coming in to help you to clear this energy, to almost reignite your passion, to reawaken you, and to help you see beyond your current reality, essentially. Because we've got the 3 of Wands, and this to me is like travel, expansion, like you're wanting to go sail off, go on the boat, go have new adventures, go experience new things, maybe live a different life than you're living right now. And also like the Page of Cups. Again, kind of interesting. You can see here the imagery, the dolphins in the water. So that's sticking out to me. So maybe dolphins are a sign for you. Pink dolphins. Could be. Doesn't have to be. Might be for someone. But with this Page of Cups, it's like you're stepping into a whole new energy, and the universe is wanting to gift you with these new ways of being and perceiving and experiencing yourself. Because they look like they've got, you know, the pearl necklaces, they've got flowers, they've got this fancy hat. So it's giving very abundant energy, but to me it's like this is new for you. You're stepping into this new way of being. The universe is kind of trying to lull you out, or your higher self, or whatever, all of the above. It's trying to like get you out of this lull to kind of, or lure you out is the word. I'm trying to lure you out of that energy. Or maybe that's, you've been working towards that, you know, and you're starting to realize like, hey, there is more than my current experience. There is more to life than what I've experienced thus far. And maybe it has been a lot of pain and heartbreak, you know, or at least recently, maybe you've been feeling that, feeling the weight. Again, take it how it resonates. But I feel like you've been in this period. This has been you. The Four of Swords card. So you can see here, hopefully it's focusing, that you've got this knight here in his armor, and he's in this little prism, okay? Like this little pink prism, which to me is like an energy little bubble, like an energy shield. Like you're in this unconditionally loving, nurturing little cocoon, and the swords are bent, right? So the swords are bent. To me, that means that, you know, you've had some wounding, you've had some hard things, and you're needing to recover. You've been recovering and healing and working on yourself, and you can see all this armor here. And also there's four different heart symbolisms. So maybe your heart chakra, maybe your heart space is really opening and healing. It's really giving that because of all the pink and the hearts. So that's beautiful. So your heart chakra is opening, healing, and you can see here the little green, you know, life growing from outside the top of the crown chakra, outside of this armor. So it's like you've been in this armor of love, been feeling like you need to protect yourself, or you just have been protecting yourself. That's a good thing to do sometimes. Sometimes you do need to go within, protect your energy, heal yourself, rebuild before you can really go out into the world and offer anything to anybody, you know? And that's kind of reminds me of something I was talking about actually with my new employee that I have at my job. We were just talking about, I was just saying, like, I used to overgive so much, and now I'm like, well, if I can't give from overflow, then sorry, I have literally nothing to give you. And not feeling guilt about that. Like, it's so interesting, our society, I feel like, wants you to just give everything to everyone and like being selfless is so beautiful, and it's like to a degree it absolutely is, and I'm not saying to not give or be generous, but the intention behind that is very important, because if you're giving because you're like, I should, or I'm guilty, or, you know, what's gonna happen if I don't, do you feel that energy? Do you feel that? Versus the energy that's like, I have overflow, I have an abundance to give, and I'm overflowing with love and kindness and abundance, and I'm letting that overflow now pour out of me into the world around me. What do you think is more beneficial? Because if you're just bleeding yourself dry, if you're just sucking your energy dry, allowing other people to do that, if this is you, that's a trauma response. I'm sorry. I love you so much. That is a trauma response. And I'm laughing because I understand. And it feels so noble. It feels so like, oh, I'm helping people. But at what expense? Because if you're just giving from an empty cup, then there's really nothing for you to give. And you're giving breadcrumbs, you're giving fumes, you know, things that really don't have that much substance. But if you can actually take the time to go within, to cultivate your own abundance, to find that passion again, to find that high vibrational, loving, abundant energy within you, and you really spend time anchoring into that and embodying that, and then allowing that energy to then flow out of you in abundance and overflow, that is very beautiful, and ways that you are actually truly giving from the heart space. So maybe you've gone through situations where it's made you feel like you need to give too much, or you'll be abandoned, or, you know, you've gotten your heart broken when you didn't give it all. And you know what, I just want to say, if you're still grappling with those people in your life or not, let them go. If they are not giving you anything, the whole world can abandon you, but as long as you don't abandon yourself, you're good. You're good, okay? And that doesn't mean it feels good to have people leave your life, but I've had that happen to me before, and it really messed me up for multiple years. But I feel like I've really come out of that now, and I'm so glad that I chose myself, and I chose love, and I chose people and situations and friendships that truly reflect back to me what I deserve and what I truly want, which is love, reciprocity, respect. Okay? So yeah. Then we've got here this Two of Pentacles, okay? It's the last card that came out, which is balance. So you're really balancing your energy by you going within and working through this grief and letting it go and surrendering it, which if you need help doing that, I did just post a new meditation, or I will be posting it depending on when this comes out. It'll come out on Friday. Okay. This is a timeless reading. Me just getting confused. Regardless, there is a meditation I'm doing that helps you ground your energy to the sun and to the core of the earth, which helps you release excess stuck energy and trauma. It's my own personal meditation that I do every single day, every morning. And I'm not just trying to sell you something. I genuinely created this to help people. Like, it's free video on YouTube, so check it out. I can't recommend it enough. It's something that I feel like was given to me by the divine that really helps clear stuck energy from you. So if you aren't sure how to do that, I am sharing my personal free meditation for free because I love you and I want you to be happy and I want to help you truly. So take it or leave it, but it's there for you. Any of my videos, I hope they help you. Okay? So let me look through my notes. So you might be, again, moving through heaviness, right? Persisting through the dense energy and doubt. Tell your doubt to take a back seat. She's not running the show. Your doubt can be there, but don't let it dictate you. Okay, so that's one. Your doubt can be there, okay? You can have courage and do things. You can do things with the fear, but don't let the fear be in charge. Say, hey, thank you for trying to protect me. I love you so much. You've protected me all these years, but guess what? We're moving into a new era. I've grown now. Look at me at, for instance, I'm 26 now. I've got all this wisdom, all this knowledge. I've worked through the book 1212 I just saw on the timer. I've worked through the bulk denseness of this energy. I have extracted the wisdom. I'm releasing the pain. I'm in charge now, okay? I have all the experience and the expertise we need now. Little self, little past version of me that's afraid, or my ego that's afraid. And don't be mean to those parts of yourself. I want to say one of the most healing things is to show those parts of you that are afraid, that are rushing, that are doubting. Just give them a hug. Just envision whatever age they're at. It could be yesterday, it could be 10 years ago, it could be when you were born, literally. Just give them a hug and say, hey, I hear you. I understand. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all that you've done to protect me. I love you. I honor you. And now I release you and get in the back seat, girl, because I got us. And this is about to get really fun. But I'm in charge. I'm driving the car. I'm driving the boat. Seriously. Okay? And it takes practice, but start doing that. Just try. Just see. Another thing I wrote is spend less time in stimulation. Okay, this is something I've been really practicing, and it has been helping my irritability and my anxiety so much. Like, I used to wake up and do really, multiple hours of meditating and just being in my mind, and I thought that was helping me, and I did learn a lot. But now I just wake up in the morning and I try to not think a lot as best I can. I try to just be in the present moment, and I go outside within the first hour that I wake up, and I just go on a walk, and I either don't have headphones or I'm just listening to frequencies or singing bowls. Again, I've got plenty of singing bowl videos if you want that, because they're not stimulating, they're just relaxing, and they signal to your body that you're safe. Okay, so really recommend that in the morning. You can listen to whatever type of music you want to, just anything that's peaceful, that doesn't feel too stimulating, that gets you into a good energy. For me, it's singing bowls and healing frequencies. And I'll go on a walk and I'll listen to frequencies for the first half, and then I will listen to affirmations to just kind of train my subconscious mind in my brain. So I do want to say all of this works best with consistency. So think of going to the gym, okay? If you go to the gym one day, it's gonna be really hard. It's not gonna be easy at first. You're gonna be like, this kind of freaking blows. This really sucks. This is hard. Feels good to take care of myself, but it's not easy, right? And it would be kind of insane if you were to be like, oh, I went to the gym one day. Why don't I have a six-pack yet? I'm not saying you need to go get a six-pack, but just for, like, metaphor's sake or whatever. It's an analogy. Something like that, okay? If you were to go to the gym once, you would not be like, oh, I don't have a six-pack, what's going on? You'd be like, yeah, I need to keep showing up and I need to keep doing this, right? That's the same thing with meditating and with healing and with retraining your subconscious mind. It takes dedication, it takes consistency, and it doesn't look the same every single day. It's kind of a matter of, and I think I'm being called, and I think you're being called to take it day by day. To wake up every day and ask yourself, mind, what do I need? Body, what do I need? Inner child, what do I need? Okay? Nervous system is your biggest one. What does my nervous system need right now? Maybe it doesn't need another podcast. Maybe it doesn't need another guided meditation to try and change how you feel. Maybe you just need to be present with where you're at and sit with those feelings and let them flow through you and honor them and nurture them. And this brings me to my another section that I want to talk about is rushing. Rushing to get to anywhere other than where you're at, right? For me, I'm a big dreamer. I am making it to the top of where I go. I'll tell you right now. Like, I am not stopping till I become global with my music, and I hope my videos, like, mark my words, you know? But it's so easy to feel like you need to rush and be there right now. I need to be at this end goal. I need to be at this outcome. And something I heard the other day was the ego and the mind want to rush. They want to get there now. They want to bypass everything. But maybe your soul really wants to slow down and take in the experience that you're going through because there's so much wisdom. Ooh, confirmation burp. There is so much wisdom to extract from your current experience. And you know, we're at Earth School. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, babe. But it's expanding. You're expanding your soul, your energy, your reality. And you can use every single situation to your benefit. For me, that's how I stay really loving high vibrational energy, is I'm like, no matter what comes into my experience, it's working in my favor. For instance, this is kind of hard to talk about, but I got in a car accident with two of my best friends coming home from a music festival that we were playing. If you're familiar with Wakan Music Festival, I just played it. But I was falling asleep in the back seat, and long story short, the front wheel broke off of our rental car, and we were going 80 miles an hour, and we crashed into these metal guardrails. And anyways, I woke up from I was almost asleep, and I literally was like, my first thoughts were like, am I going to die right now? Am I going to survive this? And I know that's kind of heavy, but even through that, I am using that experience to my benefit. To recognize that, yeah, I really only have one life, and tomorrow's not guaranteed. So, am I proud of the way I'm showing up today? Am I satisfied with the way I'm living my life? And that's not to shame yourself at all. Please don't be mean to yourself. You are where you are, and it's perfect, okay? But it's just something to think about, like, do I like the way I'm showing up? Do I feel like if I were to die tomorrow that I'm satisfied? And if not, make the change today. Start following your dreams. Start living more fearlessly. Stop letting doubt take the freaking driver's seat, girl. We're very fragile to a degree, and I know we're protected, but we're humans, and this existence is fleeting. We all won't be here forever. And that's a weird thing to face and look at. It really is, especially if you haven't before. That was like my first true experience with like near death. And I didn't have a scratch on me. So that is another thing where I'm like, I've had the worst case scenario happen and I've been totally protected. And I feel like that's another thing. It's like you may be having these really crazy things happen to you. These things that like should make you afraid and shaken up. And maybe they do for a second, but the key is to bounce back, to let go of that trauma and that pain, because that's not the point. There is wisdom to be extracted from it. There is potent energy that is going to benefit you if you allow it to, if you choose to. And the ways that we perceive life, all situations, are relative, meaning that it depends. It's not fact. Let me look up hold on, I need to look up the definition of relative, because I was looking this up. I was like, yeah. Hold on. Relative meaning. Hold on. So a term, thing, or concept that is dependent on something else. What is it? If something is relative, it is considered in comparison to something else, not in isolation. It means its meaning or significance is dependent on its relationship to other things rather than being absolute. For example, a car might seem expensive relative to a budget, but cheap relative to a luxury brand. I hope you get what I'm trying to say here, because I'm like, wait, now I'm confusing myself, but it made sense. Basically, like, nothing is really good or bad. It's all relative. It's all dependent upon the way you perceive it, maybe, is what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense. Maybe might not be the perfect way of using that word, but you get me. You got it. So, maybe just detaching from seeing things as good or bad and just like, okay, it is what it is. What do I need to learn? What do I need to let go of? Okay, let's move on. So, a big emphasis on your throat chakra right now. So, also the paradox of the more darkness you experience, the more light we can also experience. So, even the more darkness that's increasing on Earth, well, guess what? The more the light is increasing. Crazy. So, also noticing your psychic powers coming online and being activated. So, I don't know if you guys saw this, my last video that I did. It was like the eliminate negative energy rainbow light code activation. Before I did that video, I just felt like a very strong presence because I called upon just complete high vibrational loving energy, like the most powerful loving energies available to us in the universe. And I could feel their presence. And at the end, as soon as I said, all is well, you are loved, all the lights, which you can see in every single singing bowl, just turned off one by one. They were not on a timer. They are brand new lights. Like, they have plenty of juice in them. But long story short, all those lights turned off after I was doing an energy channeling. And so all of that being said, you might notice that your psychic powers are coming online a lot more and are being activated. You might notice people around you are starting to be like, how did you know these things? Or like, how are you doing this? Right? You might be sticking out a little bit. Yeah, all this hard work, it's paying off, girl. It's paying off. So you're not crazy, and it's not a coincidence. So things are happening and it feels crazy, but I don't believe in coincidences. And guess what? Well, in my opinion, spiritual warfare is real. So spiritual warfare is like, beings of darkness wanting to kind of bring down and dampen the beings of the light. And it's nothing to be afraid of, but more so something to be aware of. Like, are you feeding the energy of fear, suffering, and pain? Are you letting that rule you and dictate you, your doubt, right? That could be spiritual warfare. These energies trying to make you feel doubt within your path, within yourself. Okay, you're a spiritual warrior, which doesn't mean that you need to fight anything. Now, you lay your sword down because your authenticity and your love cuts like a blade. Cuts like a knife. It cuts through all distortion. So connect into your love, connect into your authenticity, connect into your life force energy, and let that be your guiding light. Your power lies in how you feel and in how you perceive your situations. That is your power. You cannot control anything else but yourself and how you view things and how you behave and how you then act after these situations. That is all you can control, and that is your power. So much freedom and liberation comes from not trying to control external circumstances and trying to force things. Detach, surrender, That is the key, truly. Don't be afraid to be in your light. Shine it. The world needs it. Anyone who is mad at you for this has some demons and inner stuff they need to work through. So shine your light bold and proud, and anybody who doesn't like that, you're just irritating their inner demons, babe, and that's a blessing. I feel like I trigger people a lot of the times, and I'm like, I have the purest, most loving, joyful energy for the most part. I'm a human, and I feel nothing but love towards people, and then people start getting irritated or aggravated just by that simple expression because it irritates their demons, it irritates their ego. And that's a blessing. I personally feel like I'm here to activate people, and I'm sure you feel that way too. And awakenings are not, again, we talked about this in a past video, awakenings are not always, very rarely are they sunshine and rainbows off the bat. They are, a lot of the times, a rude awakening. They're jarring, they can be disruptive and painful, but they're so necessary. And you didn't come here just to experience sunshine and rainbows. You came here to expand and to experience growth within your soul and your reality. So, last message is don't rush. The ego wants to rush, the soul wants to slow down and experience. This is kind of just circling back with passion is coming back online. You're starting to feel inspired. Follow that passion. Follow those things that inspire you. They are not for nothing. Those are divine seeds, divine ideas. And the ways that the divine sprinkles us into our reality is, for instance, I was playing a show in St. Louis with my best friend, and I made us these hats for our duo name. We go by Zaza Palace. And I made us these camo bedazzled hats. And within an hour, we were just walking around after the show. We were just walking around talking to people, like just on the street, okay? And we went and got food. And the person working the register was like, can I have one of those hats? Like, what's your Instagram? Give me your information. I want that hat. And then within the same hour, another random person was like, yo, can I have your information? I want to buy one of those hats. And so I could have just seen that as like, oh, people like my hats. Okay, cool. But how I feel in my heart is like, wait a second. This is the universe being like, okay, this is a seed for you. This is something that you need to focus on. But you need to be perceptive enough and be aware of it to even benefit from it and to act on it, right? And so now I'm like, oh, okay, I have been calling in more money and have been calling in, being more self-sufficient. And now I've got people saying they want to buy these hats. Okay, now I need to start making merch. Duh, but it's up to me to act on it is what I'm trying to say. So it's like the universe will give you little clues and stuff, so you need to be aware, be open, be perceptive. And then when you feel like it's something coming into reality where you're like, okay, this is definitely a sign, act on it, okay? Be there to, don't let it pass you by, act on it, okay? These things are coming in to help you. And it takes time, it's okay. But act on your passions right now. They are more potent, more powerful than you think. And yeah, so that's it today, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing so well. I love each and every one of you with my whole heart. Love you so much. And I am sending you the most beautiful, loving energy. Yeah, I just hope you have a great day. Love ya. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.